Welcome, 4th grade students and parents, to my math classroom. Hello, my name is Miss Swenson, and today I'd like to touch base on how my math class is operated. My role as a teacher extends far beyond the walls of my classroom. It is my profession and what I practice. I take my job very seriously, for I know I'm a stakeholder in your child's future. I know that in particular, the subject math is not favorited by many students. I have devoted a lot of time and study to make my math classroom as interesting and as fun as I can. My goal is to make the environment of my math class to feel comfortable and relaxed, where students are not afraid to learn. My hope is to fire a passion for math for all the students in my classroom, no matter how badly they struggle with math. Growing up, I really struggled in math, and I understand the frustration math can bring. Because I struggled, I have a deeper understanding on how to help a struggling student. My approach is calm and patient. I have a strong determination on helping your students succeed. In my classroom, I plan on creating a positive outlook on math. I want to motivate students to enjoy doing math. A positive classroom needs a positive role model, and I am very confident that I can be that for your student. Motivating a child encourages the child to give attention, time, energy, and perseverance to learning. Attitudes are an important part of motivation. I know that my attitude towards mathematics is also influential in forming children's attitudes. I encourage my students to be good communicators when they don't understand something. The Common Core standards are a set of high-quality academic expectations that define the knowledge and skills all students should master by the end of each grade level. Common Core fits into my classroom in a lot of ways. Students will see I can statements so they know exactly what they'll be learning in each lesson. An example of an I can statement for your 4th grade student may be, I can multiply or divide to solve word problems involving multiplication comparison. All my lessons will be based around the Common Core standards. These standards establish what students need to learn, but they do not dictate how I should teach. I create my own lesson plans and curriculum, and tailor their instructions to the individual need of the students in my classroom. There are 3 primary math skills that I will be focusing on for your student: developing understanding and fluency with multi-digit multiplication, and developing understanding of dividing to find quotients involving multi-digit dividends. The second concept is develop an understanding of fraction equivalence, addition and subtraction of fractions with like denominators, and multiplication of fractions by whole numbers. And lastly, understanding that geometric figure can be analyzed and classified based on their properties, such as having parallel sides, perpendicular sides, particular angle measure, and symmetry. Sounds like a lot, right? Well, we are in this together and will be able to prepare your child in a step-by-step process. You may be wondering what kind of routines will be used in my class. Well, one very important thing I'm incorporating in the classroom is math talk. The dialogue that takes place helps everyone understand math concepts more deeply. It also helps children to increase their ability in using mathematical and everyday language. While the students engage in dialogue, I will act as a guide to maintain the focus of the discussion and to clarify when necessary. What I love about Math Talk is that students get to express their own ideas. Describing one method to another can help clarify someone else's own thinking. I also will have a lot of problem solving involved in my math class, using real-life situations that will grab the student's attention. I have prepared many different strategies that will help your student enjoy math. Another fact about my math classroom is the different types of manipulatives. What are math manipulatives, you may be asking? They are objects that are used as teaching tools to engage students in the hands-on learning of mathematics. Some in my classroom may include place value mats, base 10 blocks, fraction strips, tiles, or even rulers. There are so many types of manipulatives that can be used to enhance your child's education. Using these manipulatives are important because children are active learners and can easily remember what they did and can explain better what they are thinking when they use manipulatives to solve a problem. I love incorporating technology into the classroom, so you will see and hear a lot of different tools that I will be using. I think that technology enhances student learning by making math fun. I plan on using iPad apps that are a great learning tool and that will engage your student. Off the top of my head, I will be using some apps called QuickMath, MathDoodle, and MathSlide. Besides apps from an iPad, I have some resources online that I really enjoy using too. A big one is called Khan Academy. This program is an online tool that lets your student work at his or her own pace with math. The site is structured to help your student better their math skills. Why all the technology tools? I think that students really enjoy math when they are having fun, and technology can provide that type of strategy for my students. As my presentation is coming to an end, let's look at a couple of common questions asked by parents. This is a great question. I've heard people talk about conceptual understanding. What does that even mean? Conceptual understanding is knowing more than isolated facts and methods. A student should understand mathematical ideas and should have the ability to transfer their knowledge into something new and play it into new contexts. If you think about it, learning just doesn't happen in a straight line or an easy progression. It's a complex web, and this web develops as students have experiences. So how will this help them in math, you might ask? Well, instead of following like a step-by-step process of an equation, students will be able to know why they are taking each one of those steps, and they will understand what they are being presented with, and then will be able to explain how they got the answer. This is another great question. Do you make students keep math journals? Yes, I think math journals really help me assess how much students are understanding the material. It also helps the students be able to look back and review what we covered in class if they were to ever forget something. Thank you, parents and students, for taking the time to learn about my math classroom and how I run it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I would love to hear from you.